Happy Saturday, you guys. Welcome back. Today I am sharing some Black Friday deals, or like there's Black Friday deals that are still going on Saturday on Amazon. So I am filming, editing, and uploading this same day. So just a reminder, these deals can change. Although usually we don't see them change hour to hour, it's more day to day. So I will try and keep you guys updated, but I have a really good list here of top sellers and highly requested items from the past few days from you guys. And I will have everything numbered up on screen. I'll have the direct link to the item in the description bar and comment section, so you're not having to scroll through my storefront. And we will go ahead and get started with number one. If you see me looking down, I have my laptop here. So this one is 29% off today, making it under $100. This SKG foot massager has not only been a personal favorite in our house, but a top seller and a very highly talked about item. A lot of people are considering different massagers, and this is one that I've had a lot of DMs about. So there are a few things about this that I prefer over other ones that I have tried and used in the past. One, it fits up to size 13 feet, but it is significantly smaller than some other ones, which just makes it so much easier to store. Like this one actually can be stored underneath like a sink in the bathroom. It is really compact to still fit up to size 13 feet. It has a remote control, which is so nice because leaning down and trying to like deal with the control panel can be a little frustrating. So the remote is nice. The inner lining of it can be pulled out and machine washed, which I am such a lover of. I am a clean freak and I just want to be able to wash something with little to no issue, and this is that. But also this has 3 compression levels, and let me tell you, the heated part of it, just like between those two things, it is perfect. Now, this is also known to help plantar fasciitis, which oddly enough, I know a decent amount of people who have, but Sam and I cannot stop fighting over this, okay? We literally fight over it every night after the boys go to bed, and he's like, I'm a runner, I want it, and I'm like, no, but it's mine. Like, I'm obsessed with it, it's mine. Do with that what you will, but really, really great, and again, good size, easy to wash, remote, heated, compression levels, all the good things, and it is 29% off today. Now we have the Grande Lash Sensitive and the regular Grande Lash Serum. So I'm gonna link both of these under number 2, and they both are 30% off. I think that the formula is exactly the same, but the Sensitive just does exactly what it says. It's a little bit more sensitive and better for your eyes, and have used it pretty much since like the day I stopped breastfeeding Roman, and he's now 2. So this has been a tried and true, and again, 30% off for the Sensitive and 30% off for the regular. And I of course recommend a 3-month supply, just because that's really where you're gonna see like the most turnaround. You do have to use it every day for 6 weeks to see that like first initial oomph, and then after that's kind of a maintenance. Number 3 is the Kitsch Ice Roller. So this is 20% off, making it right under $15 for the green and the pink. I'm so pro ice roller because there's so many benefits to it. I feel like one, just like point blank period, it's gonna wake you up. You start an ice roller across your face, you are awake. But I feel like the days that I use this versus the days that I don't, I'm like, oh, my pores look so tiny. Like my makeup looks better when I use this. So you keep it in your freezer. I've had my ice roller for years and years and years, but it actually is more expensive than this particular one. And I love the Kitsch brand. So although I don't have this particular brand, any ice roller you can't go wrong with. And I was just kind of looking for what was most affordable. So this does also help with redness. There's just so many good things about it, but really again, just like I use it more or less just like, let's get the puffiness gone, but let's wake up. Product number 4 is the Laneige Neo Blurring Powder. This is the Korean oil control compact blurring powder, and Laneige, please, if you ever see this video, this is my official request for you to make this in a full size that I can use every day. I absolutely love this powder so much. It really does make your whole face just look poreless, blurred, perfect. And what I love is, so this is 20% off, so it's $20 today for the full compact with powder. However, you can buy a little travel case, which is great if you are using this for travel powder, which is again kind of what it's intended for, especially with the packaging itself. But also the replacement is on a deal, so it looks like it's also 20% off, making it $15. And this is just a little like replacement piece, so you're not having to rebuy the same one every time. But it has no spill packaging, so it's perfect for kind of like a travel compact. But again, Laneige, my request, please, please, please put this in a full size that I can use for my makeup every day because I love it. I have had so many requests for water bottles. So the Hydro Jug 40 ounce is under $25. There are a lot of 40 ounce cups that are on sale right now, and they are still, I'd say around like 30 to 35. So this one being under 25 is amazing. Now that is for the red. They have a couple different, like the prints are a little bit more expensive, and then the solid colors look like they're a little bit more on the affordable side. They even have the 32 ounce, but Hydro Jugs have the like foldable straw, which is super nice, especially if you have kids, and especially it helps with the spilling aspect of it. So stainless steel, rubber base, fits in a cup holder. I really love that bright red. Do I need another cup? No. Do I want another cup? Yes. Then we have the Our Place Large Always Pan 2.0. When I tell you I woke up this morning and I was like, well, okay, all right. Our Place has really shot up as a top seller of mine, kind of across the board, even in my early Black Friday deals, my regular Black Friday deal videos. And I get it, I have 4. I have 1 regular, 2 of the 2.0, and then 1 of the minis. You can't go wrong with it. It is literally the most non-stick pan that I have ever used in my life. Nothing sticks to it. It is safe up to 450 degrees. You can even throw it in the oven if you want to. It is toxic free, free of the forever chemicals, and such a good pan overall. So you're not having to forfeit one or the other. You can get a really great pan that also has no chemicals in it. The 2.0 does come with a steamer basket and a spatula. They have, again, the 12.5 inch, the 10.5 inch, and the 8.5. The 8.5 is the mini. I have the 12, and I feel like you can literally cook everything in it. Just so many good things about this pan. I can't say enough. The 10.5 inch does look like it's under 100, and then again, it's even more affordable when you get down into that mini size. So the next one is the weighted vest. This has been a highly requested item that I continue to share. I had a lot of requests of people saying, like, look for it when on your gift guides. We want the best price. This, I think, is a really good price for this. So price-wise, the one that I'm linking is 39% off. It's right at like $22, $23 for the 12 pound. And then as you do decrease the weight, the price gets even more affordable. So the 10 pounds, $23. Okay, the 8 pound is $23 as well. And then the 6 pound is $22. So this is something where I always tell people, 6 pounds doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're wearing it on your shoulders and you're running or walking, it feels very heavy very fast. So they're on the lighter side if you are unsure, but I just can't get enough of the weighted vest. I feel like this is something that went viral. Everyone has them now. They're top sellers everywhere because they're just so popular and make a huge difference in your walks and runs. So that's definitely a top seller, highly requested item. The next one is 48% off. I wish I would have seen this before I ordered mine. $10 for this gorgeous necklace. They have 5 different lengths. That is for the 24 inch. They have a 4mm thickness, 3mm thickness, and silver and gold. So you do have kind of a variety depending on what you're looking for, but under 10 bucks, you just can't beat it. Next one is the Shark Hair Dryer Speed Style Rapid Gloss Finisher. Long name there, but this is more or less just a blow dryer that has some really good attachments. It does have the defrizz diffuser. It says no heat damage, the rapid gloss finisher that gives you a lot of good shine. And then they do have like a couple different styles, and make sure that you get it based on your hair type. So they have one for curly and coily hair. They have one for straight and wavy hair. So definitely like a few different styles depending on what you need, but under $150, it's 35% off today. Then the next item, I'm kind of eating my own words here. So I filmed a video yesterday that you guys will actually see later this week. I don't know if a wet dry mop vac exists that like is dedicated to just vacuuming. I'm not sure. And this showed up today and I was like, oh. Yeah, so after getting the request and making that statement, I found one. So this is a Bissell brand, and it is just like the Tenco in the sense that it is a wet dry mop vac. However, you can turn off the mop feature and use this one on carpets. So this is something you're going to be able to use across your entire house, not just on hard floors. They do come with a little stand plug-in and then some cleaning solutions as well, but this one's 55% off, so it's like right at $170. And Bissell is a great vacuum brand. They make really high-powered stuff, so definitely one that I can trust, even though I know, like, I don't have it on my own. I just know that like Bissell is not going to let us down. The next item is the SKG neck massager. So this one is for pain relief, deep tissue. This is one that kind of like hooks on your underarm. So I have the one that you just kind of like sit on your neck and let it kind of do its thing. This one's gonna really kind of get in there, be a little bit more, a little bit deeper. And this one is 20% off, so right at $136. SKG, again, it was like the foot massager that I talked about at the beginning of this video. Can't get enough. Anything from this brand, I'm obsessed with. I've even been looking at the pillow. Like, they just know what they're doing. So really, really great price. I feel like everything makes sense, like the design. They come with bags. Like, it's just overall such a good brand. Next up, we have the Raycon Fitness Bluetooth wireless headphones. So Raycon kind of hangs their hat on being able to, like, they do shake tests and like you can run, jog, sprint, and these are not going to fall out of your ears. It's 30% off, so under $85, and it looks like that's the same price whether you get any of the 4 colors. They have black, blue, green, and purple that are all on the Cyber Monday deal. I think we've just moved on from calling them Black Friday deals since it's not Friday. But Raycon, I hear so many good things. It says 56 hours of battery life, so under 85 bucks. So the next item, I'm actually gonna link all 3 of these that you guys can see on screen right now on the graphic below, and then you can pick what you want depending on what you need. So the Day Cactus Fruit Styling Cream has become one of my favorites, not just for slick backs, but for styling in general. I feel like with postpartum hair loss, this was like really when I was like, oh, this brand's good, because I would have my hair done and then I would literally have this like little line of all these little baby regrowth hairs, and I would take this styling cream, just put it on the tip of my fingers and just like all over my scalp, and it would make those hairs lay down, but I could brush through my hair later and it didn't feel gross, it didn't look gross, like it never made my hair look dirty. And there are just definitely some products that I put in my hair and I'm like, ugh, it feels so heavy and slick and gross and I don't like it. And if you've ever done a slick back, you know what I'm talking about. This does not do that. So great for slick backs, great for styling, 20% off, so it's under $25. However, they also have the taming wand. So I do think this is one that the price has slowly come down, because when they first came out with this, it was like, hey, we'll just use an eyebrow gel, but now it's definitely a much better price. Does look like when I'm looking at price history, it generally sits about $20, so it's 10% off now for $18, which is super, super nice just for that item. Or you can buy like the 2-pack. So you get 13% off of the Cactus Styling Cream and the wand in one, so 42 bucks. Again, like this brand, they just perfected the art of your hair not looking or feeling dirty, but still styling right. So I really do love that brand. We have a kids bento box now. I get a lot of requests for like kids things, and this is one that I feel like because it says it's kids, it's definitely on the smaller side, but my husband loves his bento box, and that's not something like at least I don't think we really had them when I was a child, but like I totally see now when I look at this and I think about what my mom used to pack me in my lunch, I'm like, a bento box just makes sense. So 53% off, it's under $20, and it looks like that's kind of the same price for every color. So they have around 11 colors, some that are neutral, some that are very clearly like blue and green, some that are very clearly pink and purple. But regardless, like I definitely, we didn't have those when I was a kid, and I just know that would have been definitely something she would have preferred. The vintage glass cups I love. I've definitely become an iced coffee girl for my protein coffee, and I feel like a really pretty cup just makes a difference. And I don't know why, it's just like an aesthetic, it just makes a difference, and I love it. So I like that this is a little 4-pack of 11 ounce. You get the cups, the lids, the straws, and the straw cleaner, and they're right at like $25, $26, so 35% off today. Doesn't look like it's a lightning deal or anything, so hopefully that one lasts. But if you know someone who loves like their iced drinks, specialty drinks, that would be a great gift. The puffer tote bag, these would be great for weekender bags, purses, but specifically I have one of these from Free People, and I think it was actually intended as a gym bag, and it is like actually the perfect gym bag. It's just huge and fits everything. So 15% off, making it $24. Looks like kind of roughly around the same price for every color. Some are like a little bit more closer to the $25 mark. They do have 10 colors total. You can get some like that are bright and fun, or you can get like a neutral black, neutral white. So a good color range there. Then we have the DeLonghi Classic Espresso Machine. I always get asked, Nespresso, espresso, coffee, Keurig, people want to know what's the best deal. And to be honest, they get expensive and it's crazy to me. So I'm an espresso girly, but the DeLonghi, anytime I see these on a really good price, I'm always like, hey, let's share. This is the Classic Espresso Machine with a milk frother. It says it's a 15 bar pump, temperature control, and to be honest, looking at the price history, you guys, this is a steal. steal of a deal. So it looks like right around like 90 days ago, it was around $330 and the price has slowly come down and it is now on a deal for $150. So that is a amazing deal for this one, especially if you know someone who is a espresso person. But to be honest, like, I get, we have the Nespresso and I absolutely love it, but I get just a lot of requests about this particular machine. Then we have a Waterpik. This is nothing exciting. 40% off, so it's $60. But to be honest, like, I had braces and we were very big in the Waterpiks. Like, you know, just having braces, it's just gross. So you could definitely get like your teenager this if they have braces, if they're getting braces. But as we have gotten older, like, I have very sensitive gums, and when we went to the dentist one time, the lady was like, you need to be using a Waterpik. Like, you can absolutely use floss and I recommend that. And she was like, but a Waterpik is great maintenance because it's not gonna hurt your gums as much. And to be honest, that is true. And I have had glowing reports from the dentist. So I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. I'm going based off what she told me. I know some people are very anti-Waterpik for braces. I know that my orthodontist was very about it. And then like just a few years ago, the lady at our dentist was like, get a Waterpik. They're amazing. So this Amazon Essentials men's hooded puffer coat is on a lightning deal. So it's under $30. Looks like that is kind of across the board for the price. They have 7 colors, but they also have sizes extra small through 6X large, big, and tall. So definitely a huge size range there. But I will warn you about this coat. So I grabbed this for Sam, and when it came in, he was like, this is a marshmallow coat. Like, it is very puffy, and it does kind of have like squared shoulders, just a little bit more than we anticipated. So definitely a massive coat, something that is very warm, but just thick for day-to-day wear, especially in the South. So $30 is a great price point. Then we have the Fujifilm Instax wide instant camera. I get a lot of requests for regular cameras, digital cameras, you know, Polaroids, anything like that. And I feel like this is just such a cool looking camera. I love the Polaroids. My brother and sister-in-law have one, and some of the pictures that they've taken of our kids and given to me are some of my favorite of all time. And so this is just the camera body alone. It is $166, but they do have 3 additional models that you can get like extra film and stuff with it. And then the final item, again, nothing fancy, but definitely would be a great stocking stuffer, is the Lemme Sleep gummies. So these have melatonin and magnesium, and one of the things that I absolutely love about this brand is that I have found in the past, like, you're not supposed to take melatonin every single night because your body will get used to it and will basically kind of be like, hey, you have to produce melatonin for me. Versus this, I've been using these for quite some time, and I've never, like, if I forgot them or ran out and had a day or two, like, I never had issue falling asleep. I just definitely feel like this puts me in a deeper sleep a little bit faster. They are gummies, so I usually have to take these and then I'll go brush my teeth, because you don't ever want to take gummies and then like that be it. I just have to brush teeth right before I go to bed. But they are also gluten-free, gelatin-free, non-GMO. They're berry flavored. You do get a 60 count. You take 2 each night. I just absolutely love these and have repurchased them 7 times. So very good brand. And with that being said, that is all for today. I never plan these in advance. If I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, yeah, the deals are good, let's make another video, you might see me then. If not, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Love you so much, and I'll see you next time.